So hey loves, and welcome back to the channel, guys. So in this video we're going to be doing a hair and makeup transformation, and we're going to be working with Luvme Hair in this video. And in this box we have the wig bag that usually comes with the Luvme Hair package. We also have a wig case where you can store your edge brush as well as your hairband as well. So this is what we're going to be working with. It also came with a wig cap as well as a bonnet, which is amazing because it's the first time I'm getting a bonnet in my package. And this is what it looks like. You get the user manual as always, and again, the star of the show, we are going to be working with this trendy layered cut 5x5 lace closure wig, and this is what it looks like. This is what the lace looks like. To start up for this tutorial, I'm going to be using this wig cap. I typically never use a wig cap, but I felt like using it in this video, and this is what the construction of the wig looks like. You do have the option to work with combs and elastic band as well for more and added security when you are installing your wig. I'm just going to pop this on my head. This is what the closure looks like. It is a 5x5 closure. You do have a decent amount of space when it comes to styling. I'm just going to further customize this hair. I want to tweeze out the closure a bit. It did come pre-plucked as well as pre-bleached, so I'm just doing a little bit of work to make this look even more seamless, right? So it is beginner friendly, and I'm just going in to just tweeze out a little bit more hair so that way it looks a little bit more scanty. And this is what it looks like. I did have an issue with this side. I don't know why it looked a little bit funny, but we're going to work with it. We're going to finesse it, and we're going to slay this basically. So I'm trying to put this in the center of my head. I'm trying to centralize it. I'm going to be using my got2b spray, and I'm just using like one layer first of all, and then kind of placing that closure on the area where I had applied the glue, and then I'm just going in to further secure it with another layer of the spray. So this is a holding spray, guys. This is a glueless wig, but I felt like I wanted that melted effect. I'm going ahead to just flat iron the wig so that way it looks decent. We're going to be styling this further, but I just want to install this first of all. So I let this lay down for a couple of minutes, for about 5 minutes, and I'm just going to take it out, and this is what we have going on. I'm just going to go ahead to cut off the excess lace because no one needs this. You don't need this, and this just makes it easier when it comes to styling and knowing what you're working with. Yeah, I still had a problem with that area, but I'm just cutting off the excess lace. Ignore the white cast. We're going to either use a warm cloth or just go over it with your spray, and then it's back to melted, right? So I just used a little bit of the spray and we're back to perfection. So I'm going in with the headband, and I'm just going to use that to kind of secure the hair but also get the hair out of the way because we are about to slay the face. So we're gonna get into it now. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so I don't even know where to start. I feel like it's been a while since I do this. My face is looking a little bit too dry, so we're gonna go in with a lot of moisture. So next up, I'm going to be using this brightening moisturizer from Bolden. So how have you guys been? It's been a while since we did a get ready with me. I'm using this. I'm trying as much as possible to add as much hydration as I can, but also protect my skin at the same time. This is currently one of my favorite moisturizers, right? Yeah, so I'm going to use this all over my face as well to further hydrate it. Next up, I'm going to just hydrate my lips. So I'm definitely loving how hydrated the skin is looking. So next up, we are going to focus on the skin. I typically like doing my skin first before I go in with like eyeshadow and eyebrows and all of that. I just feel like that's the routine that works for me. So whatever routine works for you, whatever order you like, you know, doing your makeup in, definitely stick to that. So next up for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Il Makiage foundation, guys. This is in the shade 175. I want to see how well this foundation is. I just went ahead to use 2 palms, and to figure out my foundation shade, I took the, what's it called, like an online quiz. Okay, it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad. It's actually looking like when I first apply it, it looks weird. It looks like it's going to be ashy, but then when I blend it in, kind of blends in, if that makes sense. I still feel like it's a little bit bright. It's like it's giving me like a little bit of a white cast. Then it's not so bad. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section. Let me just go in with like one more pump. Okay, so this foundation is definitely lightweight and it feels like there's nothing on my face. It's giving me like light to medium coverage, but I feel like my face, like looking at my face in the camera, it looks a bit ashy, but looking at it in the mirror, it looks normal. Maybe it's just my eye. So next up, I'm going to be chiseling out my face, and for that I'm going to be using this stick foundation, guys. This one is from Juvia's Place and it's in the shade Katsina. So I'm going to just blend this in so there are no harsh lines. So far so good. We are looking all right. I'm gonna go in with my concealer, and for that I'm using the Beauty by AD concealer. This is the Luxe Skin. This is in the shade Bad 09. So I'm gonna go in with a lighter shade. This is in the shade 05, and just pop that on the inner corner. To set my face down, I'm going to be using this Beauty by AD powder palette. And this is, I think this is in the shade 03. I'm going to be using this one to set down my highlighted areas. I don't know, I've just been loving using this pressed powder. I feel like it's kind of sets it down and locks it in without looking like powdery or cakey. It's locked in, and guys, look at how flawless this is. So what I'm going to do is to just set my entire face, and I'm using the same palette because I have different shades for different purposes. So I'm going to use this shade. It's like a shade darker than my skin tone, just to add a little bit of shadow on the bridge of my nose to contour it. We don't want it to be looking too dark, but we want like a shadow to be there. In with that highlight shade that we use to set our entire face, and use that just on the bridge of our nose. Next up, I'm going to be using this Beauty by AD compact powder. I'm going to be using this to kind of bronze up my face a little bit, and I love this because it has like specks of shimmers in it.
So it's going to also help with giving your face like a glow from within, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys can see. A little bit goes a long way. So this is the Fenty Beauty Strawberry Deep Blush. I'm going to be using this on my cheeks. I love this because it gives like a little bit of flirty but still like glow at the same time. Or it's not cracking or breaking it up at all. It's not looking greasy. It's not breaking it up. It just looks really nice. It's just so flawless and natural. And I love it. Let me just blend this a little bit. I'm still gonna go in with a lighter highlight shade to like snatch up my nose and brighten up just the center of my eye, just the center of my face a little bit more. For that again, I'm going in with a compact powder from Beauty by AD. It's pretty bright. And I'm just going to use this. I'm going to use my sponge. Just pick up a little bit of the product, dust off the excess, and just snatch up the areas that I want to be snatched. So next up, I want to draw my brows. And with my brows, I'm very simple with how I draw my brows. I like it very natural. I don't even define my brows anymore. I just keep it feathery and I keep it looking natural basically. So I'm going to just brush this. But before I do that, let me just prime my lids with a concealer. And I use a little bit of it to just blend everything all in and take that concealer upwards to my brows, to the arc of my brows. Compact setting powder, I'm using the leftover, and I'm going to just lock all of that in. So this brow pencil is by Beauty by AD and it's the browser. The label, the name has like scraped off, so yeah, I'm just going to use this to draw my brows and to fill it in. Okay, so this is what we are looking like now. So next up, for my eyeshadow, this is something that I always struggle with when it comes to doing my makeup, is kind of figuring out what eyeshadow look I want. So we're just going to wing it today. I'm going to be using this bronze glow palette from Revolutions Beauty. And if you know me, you know that I typically love sticking with like bronzy shades, natural shades, neutral shades. So I'm going to be using this. I'm just going to be building up the intensity. Let me just start off with the outer corners of my eyes. Let me see if I can do like a winged eyeliner look. I don't know why I just did that, but I figured it might look good when I blend it out. It would just give my eyes a more defined look, I guess. So for the crease of my eyes, I want to keep it neutral and mix it up with my setting powder and just kind of emphasize on that. So blend that powder in and there we go. So next up, we are going to blend this brown shade out so that way it looks flawless, but then it also defines our crease as well. We just want a blur of depth right here. I used to think that if I stop doing makeup for a long time, I'll literally forget the process, or forget how to like glam up myself. But to be honest with you, as long as you know the process and stick to it, you just have to trust it. Let me just go in with this black and further define this wing. Oh my goodness! You want to be careful when you're working with black eyeshadow, guys, so that you don't have fallout. Okay. So I'm going in with this Heroine highlighter from Beauty by AD, and we're just going to use this to highlight our face. I'm going to be using this WYNX Beauty lashes. This is in the style Joe Bug. This is typically what I would hardly ever use because I feel like it's a lot. I'm going to dust off this setting powder off my face. Blend out my bottom lash line. Just going to style this hair like I would. Apply a little bit of hair wax on my hands, kind of rub it in and put that on my hair. So I'm going to straighten my hair. So this is what the hair is looking like. It is a layered hair, so it's going to help with framing the face as well. And I feel like I can actually curl this, but we're gonna leave it like this for now. Just leave it so. And I'm actually loving the length. It's giving me like boss babe length. Okay, so I'm going to be using this lip gloss from Beauty by AD, and it's in the shade Buff. It's like a brown glossy lip stain, and I'm going to be using this to just line my lips. I'm going to go in with like a nudish pink. Top it up with a nude gloss. And lastly, we're going to be using the FENTY Gloss Bomb just to add that shine to it. Loving it. This is the finished look. I'm kind of contemplating on whether I want to set my face, but I'm going to just do it either ways. I'm going to be using the Beauty by AD. This is the body fix. Just going to spritz a little bit on.
All right, my loves, so this is what the finished look looks like. I look like a grown woman. It's giving me effortless, it's giving me sexy, it's giving me everything that it's supposed to give. Again, this is a trendy layered 5x5 closure wig from Luvme Hair, and this is totally amazing. All the descriptions, all the details would be in the description box, so be sure to check them out if you are interested. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I love you, and I will definitely see you in the next video. Till then, stay fabulous and stay blessed. Kisses. Bye, guys.